Welcome to Gistube TV. Kindly click on subscribe to get notified when we release new videos, and also click on the bell beside it to get notified. Don't forget to like and share. You can reach us on this number. Thanks. God bless.
Yeah, you are welcome to another edition of your Daily Interactive TV show on Gistube TV with your favorite hosts. Yeah, let's discuss on Gistube TV with your favorite host, the Olamide. And you know how we do it on Let's Discuss? I'm not always the only one right there. You know, we came in twin.
Hi, I'm Cries from Gistube TV. As you all know, this is going to be educative, informative, and interactive. And we are going to be discussing a trending issue and an heartbreaking issue right there on Let's Discuss.
Yeah, that is pertaining to Africa, and it is peculiar to Africa as a general.
Of course.
This issue has been long existing in the southern part of Africa, that is South Africa. You know, this issue has been pertaining to South Africa for over a decade now, and it is a worrisome issue, as usual.
Of course, it's the xenophobic attacks on fellow Africans.
Yeah.
This issue has actually started since early 90s.
Yeah, early
Before
90s.
1994, South Africans have had these xenophobic issues with other Africans. With the likes of Nigerians, the Togolese, Tanzanians, Namibians, and
foreigners generally.
Foreigners generally.
Well, to me, I could see this issue as an aftermath psychological trauma of colonialism.
Exactly.
You know, due to their past experience when we're talking about colonialism, these people, they are scared of foreigners.
Yeah.
They are afraid of foreigners, that these guys could come and, you know, have our land to themselves. Do you get?
Yeah, of course.
You know, it is no news anymore that there was an attack launched against foreigners on Sunday, 1st of September 2019. That was 2 days ago. There was an attack launched against foreigners. That is, you know, these South Africans in Johannesburg. They started burning houses. They started burning business places, that is, shops.
Yeah.
A whole lot of properties have been destroyed.
You know, earlier in 2015,
yes,
when one xenophobic attack actually happened, it was led by their king, King Goodwill. Imagine, look at his name, King Goodwill.
That's kind of funny.
He was found with he tied a rapper, you know, with his attires, you know, his king attires, leading protests, telling them to kill. They killed almost 62 foreigners. You know, and hundreds were injured. Now, this is 2019. Yeah. This is the second xenophobic attack in 2019.
Yeah, there was one in April.
There was one in April. Although that one was actually, it was curbed. It was curbed.
Yeah, it was not major.
But this one, in just 2-3 days, we've had deaths. We've had
casualties.
Many casualties. We've had Nigerians weeping over demolished properties, destroyed properties, shops. We had a Nigerian who is a motor mogul.
He's a car dealer.
A car dealer.
Yeah, he owns a dealership store.
If you check online, probably on Instablog, of course we are going to show you on Gistube TV, his shop was destroyed beyond
the shop
repair. Was burnt. All his cars, all his vehicles were destroyed.
You know, from reports earlier, it was gathered that last week there was an issue between a foreigner, a Tanzanian, and a cab driver, which led to the death of these cab drivers. This cab driver. So that same last week, Wednesday, there was a protest by cab drivers in South Africa, in Johannesburg. They protested against this, and on Sunday, a scuffle striked. Like there was a scuffle between foreigners and South Africans. They started burning properties. They started killing foreigners in South Africa. When the chairman of the Nigerian Association of Nigerians in South Africa, their chairman was asked that, so can you actually say if there is Nigerian casualties in this? Like if Nigerians were dead, they say they can't ascertain right now if Nigerians were dead, but their properties were destroyed. As a matter of fact, he said if there was any Nigerian casualty, they would have gotten reports already, because there is an existing and standing committee and organization of Nigerians in South Africa, in Johannesburg.
Yeah, of course.
At the moment.
But you know, at the moment, we cannot really ascertain if Nigerians are dead or not, because right now we are talking about a massive riot. We are talking about a massive killing. Because there are dead bodies on ground, burnt already beyond recognition. Now, how do you affirm that this is a Nigerian, is a Tanzanian,
or is an Angolan?
Of course. So it's beyond a point whereby they can ascertain that this man is a compatriot of Nigeria or another country. Now, judging with recent activities in Nigeria, celebrities in Nigeria and other you know, people that hold political power, they've actually reacted. We are not talking Buhari here because Buhari has actually muted on this
Buhari
issue.
has never said anything, but the Ministry of Foreign Affairs has said something.
Yeah, of course.
So several celebrities.
Atiku said something now.
Atiku said something that the AU should act. They should act real fast.
Of course.
You know, the presidential candidate under People's Democratic Party.
in
People's Democratic Party, in the person of Atiku Abubakar. He said something earlier this morning through his Twitter handle that the AU, that is the organization that oversees the affair of African countries, that they should act real fast on this. They should do something real fast. This should not be a point of divergence for Africans. Because this thing could break Africa to me.
Yeah, of course. You know, Obi is a former minister during Jonathan era, and he was a presidential candidate in the 2019 federal election. He also made mention of that in his Twitter, using his Twitter handle. He said South African, and she made a statement on Twitter. She said South Africans and Nigerians, they should try and work things out because, and he actually tagged the president of South Africa and our president in Nigeria. He said they should try and resolve issues, and Nigerian government shouldn't just mute on this issue because
they should not keep quiet.
The federal government haven't had anything to say on this issue.
In lieu to that, you know, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, through the head of the ministry, the Minister of Foreign Affairs, has said something that Nigeria is actually planning something massive against South Africa, but this man did not release what they're actually planning.
What is massive that they want to do?
I actually I actually don't know what they are planning. I hope this will break Africa, because to a reasonable extent, they should not, you know, they should be diplomatic enough.
You know, in my opinion, the Nigerian government wouldn't have something deadly or lethal against South Africans, because to other Africans, we are kind of peaceful. But you know what? South African players are actually coming down to Kenya in the next few days. And they are actually targeting them like something something might actually happen from that.
That was why I said this should not be in a way break Africa.
Yeah, you know,
a xenophobic attack is barbaric to me.
You know, to me it's an excuse.
It's actually to me it's actually barbaric. You know, you seeing foreigners developing your country and having the fear that these people might come to take your land. It's barbaric.
You know, aside from foreigners, South Africans have this. It's in their head in such a way that a tribe and another tribe, probably a Zulu tribe and probably another tribe in South Africa, they find it difficult to coexist.
You know what? Like I said already, this was as a result of colonialism. You know, the eating up of colonialism has actually ate deep into the minds of South Africans.
Judging with colonialism, South Africans actually suffered most in Africa from colonialism. So you can actually further your
they suffered most in colonialism. When we talk about colonialism, they suffered way most, and that has in a way changed their perspective and psychology when we talk about Africa generally. So in a way, South Africans, they are afraid that, you know, the whites came and they subjugated them in a way, and this, you know, you coming over as a foreigner, you dominated our place, you have businesses over here. With that mindset, they would think they want to take over again.
Even aside from that, there was a report I read on Twitter. It's reported that South Africans, they believe that in their companies and their natural resources in South Africa, they believed foreigners are there to steal from them, and they find it difficult to share what they actually have in their country, which is because I believe because they are not really in terms of population, they are not really much.
As a matter of fact, South Africans have their companies are making it real big in other countries.
Yes.
So if, for example, in Nigeria, ShopRite is a South African country. DSTV is a South African country.
Even MTN. Even though they've actually had shares, but still.
But still, if Nigeria should launch a kind of xenophobic attack on this brand, this would be
devastating
on the economy.
Of course.
It will be devastating, and it will be a setback for South African economy. So I think South Africans should come back to their senses. We are one as Africans.
Yes.
We are all blacks. So they should think a way, like, Would you think that way?
Let me touch this in.
Okay.
There's this celebrity, this multi-billionaire Instagram
celebrity.
Instagram celebrity. Hush Puppy, tagged Hush Puppy. He actually said something on this. He yabbed the Nigerian celebrities as a whole because they had nothing to say about this. Judging from Bobrisky's issue earlier, how his birthday was, how should I use the word she? How his birthday was.
Not say is this kind gender, you know.
Yeah.
The guy is,
how his birthday was actually disturbed. Celebrities actually put his matter on their head, like dreadlock. Talking of Tonto DK and other celebrities.
Even Nkechi Blessing, other celebrities.
Yeah.
To me,
now, Hush Puppy now said Nigerian celebrities should actually do something on this, even if our government refuse to say something. Now, a Twitter handler on Twitter said something. He said, killings in Nigeria. Federal government refused to do anything on it. Now, we are not talking about killing of Nigeria abroad in another country. How do you expect them to react?
You know, this what Hush Puppy said is actually right, and it does not only pertain to Nigerian celebrities alone. Nigerians generally, we celebrate frivolities.
Yeah.
We will leave important things for unimportant issues, generally.
Of course.
How does Bobrisky's arrest concerns Nigerian generally? But we'll put it on our head.
Of course.
Like we celebrate frivolities, we will leave issues of much importance and we place emphasis on these less important issues.
We still have Lee Sharibu in captivity.
They've forgotten that.
Fulani headsmen. We have the
Nigerians have forgotten that.
Now you are now telling me that Bobrisky is of national disgrace.
We celebrate frivolities in Nigeria.
Of course. Now we urge fellow Africans, South Africans, Nigerians, and other African countries to come together and work things out. Now, at this junction, we drop the curtain for today. I am Cries from GStube TV. On all social media, do well to follow us, subscribe, do well to click on the notification button to get notified when we drop new videos. And on all social media, do well to follow me. He is Cries.
Yeah, well, this comes to the end of this session today. Let's discuss on GStube TV. Don't touch it out. It's Let's Discuss. It's GStube TV. Don't forget to click on this notification button and get notified. Don't forget to follow me on all social media at @deolamide_. Till we see next time, it's Let's Discuss. Peace out.
Peace.